Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. The Terrapins will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Tar Heels offense has the ball first today. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
The Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. It's a draw. Got enough for the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will... What a job to lay out and make the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Headed to the end zone. Ball is loose.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
Looking to the big tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Trying to set up the screen. Quick step and go. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Dropping back, it's Washington. The sure hands, it's McConnell.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. And the Tar Heels backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Breaks into the open. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Already find a hole in that secondary. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. The Tar Heels are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's done. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And they're going to try this on 4th down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Wants to throw again. Touchdown, North Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To throw, it's Washington. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Escapes the pressure going right. Rolling on the run. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Works the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Grab near the marker. It's Hodges. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Nice move to keep running. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Washington. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Oh, he's got some space. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking to fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Back to pass, it's done. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the cornerback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job.
Makes the catch down the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the... A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. And the returner will be brought down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Bust through behind his pad. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looking downfield, it's done. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just tricked. Fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for score 6 more points.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work. To the air, it's Washington. Catch in the middle, it's McConnell. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park.
And the Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Pressure coming. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Fighting off the defender. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's done. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Hodges. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Terrapins have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Washington. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Skips away from pressure. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the 2nd half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They give it to him again. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Turning it on. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Porter. Touchdown, Terrapins! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. Looking for a man. It's done. He'll try to do it himself.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football, and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A special teams penalty cost the D 15 yards as we start this drive. Offense in a split backfield. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Clayton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Takes it the other way.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT, and nice job by this D.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense on the ball. Going to be a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. This offense starts deep in a hole. Handoff to the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Safe completion on the screen. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Caught close to the marker. It's Duggan. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Back to pass. Takes the easy completion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses. There he goes. Makes it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Tar Heels just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Now on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Now he's looking to throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Spins away. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now.